How you doing, guys? Big Mac Danskull here again today, back once again with another episode of it's a showcase video. There's not an episode of anything, just a showcase video for you. You may remember in January I started a project with the Tower Infiltration Cadre from around 2015, I think it was. It was a Christmas present from my sister that I got, and I wanted to get them finished by the end of January. But various things happened that stopped me doing hobby. Not completely, but I got distracted by other things as well. So basically this video is just a showcase video for you to show you what I've done, because I've just recently rimmed the bases to finish it. So we'll go into the other room and I'll give you a quick moving around video. Way! So guys, as you can see in front of you, it is a completed Tower Infiltration Cadre plus the alternative Shadow Sun miniature there from Wargame Exclusive. So these are the miniatures I wanted to get finished by the end of January, and as you can see, it's quite a nice simple paint job. I've spoken about it in previous videos. It's just a rattle can, black rattle can from underneath. I think I did a grey rattle can from the middle, and I think what I might have done first was undercoated them grey, and then done a rattle can black from underneath, because it's not actually an undercoat spray that the black one I've got. So I was just a bit cautious with it, and the white one from the top, so it gives them a kind of a dusty look. I'll show you on one of the miniatures. I'm sure it'll be dusty enough for you to see. Yeah, there we go. So you can see on this miniature here, gives them like a dusty look, a dirty white look. Yeah, it's I'm not too bothered about that, because this is this initial burst to get these done was inspired by formerly Tattoo for You. What's it called now? The Nerd Life on YouTube. Richard over in Texas. This was inspired by his Finish Not Perfect challenge. So what I want is just an army that looks good from this sort of distance on the tabletop, and I'd say that looks pretty good from this sort of distance. Basing wise, you may remember in my last couple of videos I was having a bit of a dilemma about the basing, but then I decided on it for myself. I went with like a grey urban sort of base, but with dry brushes on top. I went for sort of browns with a dry brush. Browns, and then like I think Eldar Flesh in there as well, which gives it a sort of it's slightly different to your standard just grey look. It gives it a more natural look. What I did was Astro Granite Debris and Astro Granite, whatever the two options are called. I'll show you on this one, because you can see the two various textures. So you can see on the edge here where it's a bit chunkier, that's Astro Granite Debris, I think it's called. And then the rest of it's just like your standard Astro Granite. And then I washed it with Agrax Earthshade, and then just highlighted it. Dry brush highlighted it basically with, I think it was Vermin Lord Brown first, Eldar Flesh, and to make it a bit more grey again, I can't remember the grey one. It's a grey Citadel dry paint anyway. It's quite a light grey one, and that's what I did. So it was nice and simple. Another thing to note for the flesh, because I've done the zenithal highlighting on the miniatures. Oh, I've not picked out the eyes. I might do that another time. I've also not picked out the bracelets in another colour as well. But, you know, again, I'm happy to play with these on the tabletop now. I'm happy to take them to any club anywhere and get them on the tabletop. But, yeah, the flesh was zenithal highlight, and then just washes and glazes. So wash of Drakenhoth Nightshade and a glaze of Guilliman Blue. Nice and simple again. I've done that on all the miniatures, apart from this guy, who ended up with a slightly lighter skin tone, because with this one, get it to focus, you can see the effect anyway. With this one, it's slightly lighter skin tone, because I just went with the Guilliman Blue glaze for that one. And yeah, rather than with the Drakenhoth Nightshade first, because I think that was the first one I did it on, because I wanted to see if I could just get the same effect, but I couldn't, basically. So it is the Drakenhoth Nightshade wash that makes all the difference. So there's a quick close-up look for you at the end to finish this video. And it's good to be back on YouTube, guys. Let me say that. You can see the grey is quite patchy as well. It's just one layer of grey. Again, looks good from this sort of distance. So your opponent will, I'd like to think, enjoy facing that army. And you get close up, you see the sort of the imperfections in it. But I'm pretty pleased with it, to be honest. This will sit in the cabinet nicely. And as you're walking past, you're like, ooh, what's that? And take a closer look and then realise, oh, it's not as good as I thought. But there we go, guys. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you on the battlefield.